Welcome back to another episode of Void City Reviews. I am Dan.
I'm Toast.
And today we are looking at the gold label McFarlane Toy Store exclusive version of the Flash movie figure. So this would be Ezra Miller's version of the Flash from the movie that for us is coming out tomorrow, but for you guys will have already come out probably a little while ago. So anyways, this is a different version of the figure. Like I mentioned, it's gold label. It was exclusive to the site. You had to order it from his website. And it has a different paint job than the mass-released one that came out in Target and all the other stores out there.
McFarlane shows an entire line of toys for a movie.
Yep.
Everyone pre-orders those.
Yep.
Maybe gets them in hand.
Yep.
So he then shows off a figure exclusive to his store that is in many ways superior to the one that is getting a mass release.
Yes.
It's a darker red. It is a... I was thinking gold, but...
Yeah, it's upon looking at it closer, what's happening is the yellow and the little accent lines is layered on so thin that the red is kind of coming through and making it a bit of a darker yellow or even an orangish color in some places. So it kind of blends with the gold on his boots and on his lightning bolts and his belt and stuff better. But then on the back, there's a really thick yellow design.
Straight up yellow.
And it is very yellow. It's a strange, it's very like Blue Beetle looking thing in his back there.
How did we not look at the back of this?
How did neither of us see that until we started filming? We're great at reviewing toys. Oh man, maybe in another 2 years we'll get to the bottom of this.
Maybe we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
But I really like the red. The accent lines I think look great if you don't look at it too closely.
Yeah, there are some that are not quite spot on.
Yeah, but it's not the many lines of like constructed from the Justice League suit.
Yeah, where it was a bunch of different pieces.
It's like layered plates.
This one reminds me more of the lines that were added in the new 52 version of the Flash. That's kind of where he started having those little lines going through the rest of the suit coming out from the lightning bolt logo. And that's kind of what this looks like.
You're probably going to hate me for saying this, but the red looks closer to the CW Flash.
Well, it also looks like that the gold label Jay Garrick red, how that one looks a lot more like it's kind of like that figure is basically painted like the way the costume looks in the CW version, at least color-wise. It's the same colors.
Right.
It still has the details of like the comic version, but no, I mean, it's the darker red is more realistic, I think. That's what the suit actually looks like in real life. A lot of times in the movie, it's looking a lot brighter because when he's using the Speed Force, all these little yellow lines are lit up, and so the whole thing's glowing, and that kind of makes the suit have a bit more of an orangish look to it. And, you know, it's also why it's digital most of the time, and he looks really weird.
I will take a Fire Engine red Flash in animation and comics, but you make live action, and I want...
It should be a bit...
darker.
Yeah, it's because red is one of the hardest colors to photograph. That's why, for example, in the original Michael Bay Transformers movie, Optimus Prime is a lot more blue than he should be. It's because all the red on him, they said it made it extremely strange for a lot of the shots. It was just too much red in the scene, and like it blew out everything, so they had to lessen that, just make it the flames on him or whatever. But I guess red is a hard color to photograph. That's why you've seen a lot of things like Superman Returns. Suddenly his suit is a lot of a darker red like this, or like I said, the cape, which was burgundy. That's the color, was burgundy. Or even Man of Steel, his suit was a lot darker, way darker. And everyone even complained about it at first, like, oh, it's too dark. And then they brightened it up for the next movie.
I preferred it.
Me too. It just looks goofy when it looks like a Halloween costume when it's super bright like that. It looks cheap.
Yeah.
I don't know, I like it.
This figure looks great.
Yeah, it's cool. It's like the exact same figure other than the paint. So if you're worried about the legs being too long or whatever, you know, it still has kind of long looking legs there.
They're kind of long.
Yeah.
But he's generally thin. It doesn't...
And in a lot of poses, this figure does look great.
It doesn't look that
It's a
bad.
good one for running poses. I've seen it in a lot of very interesting running poses. It does really well, so I like it. I dig it.
Oof.
Yeah, that yellow on the back, though. Sorry we were showing you guys that the whole time.
We turn it around.
I just might paint that red or just never look at it again. Oof. Yeah, it's a nice figure. I like especially that when I moved the arms, one of them didn't snap off and hit Toast in the face like Batman did.
I forgot about that, but yes. He can get his arms down to his side.
Yes, that is. I knew you would like that.
The toast test.
Yes, the toast test. We don't know if he passes the 1 foot bird test, but he does pass the toast test. He can put his arms down. No Christmas Story problems happening here.
It is otherwise standard McFarlane. I haven't found anything loose, and I've been playing with him for a bit.
Yeah, it is. It's nothing's too tight and nothing's too loose. That's like the perfect
nothing
articulation level of firmness on this figure. I wish they were all like that.
I think the feet are also flat in neutral pose, which is not always true either. Sometimes you have to work the knees to get a flat foot.
Yep.
So they're actually standing. It's a well done figure. It's good.
I do like it. I wish some of the other ones in the line had been that well done.
You know, Berg made a comment on Shock and Awe, and it probably got cut. But
cut that.
He was talking about foot pegs, and we were looking at a figure that had a foot peg in the toe instead of the heel.
That did not get cut. He said he preferred them in the toes.
Okay, so I did. I kept that in. And ever since he said that, I'm like, I kind of agree.
I kind of wish they had both.
Because for running poses, you would want it in the toe.
Yes. I kind of wish they had both. Like a peg hole in the toe and in the heel.
In the heel helps for standing. In the toe, it helps for action.
Yeah. Especially because otherwise you just have one peg in and then you're just hoping they balance. And if your figure doesn't have firm articulation, that could be a problem.
This is the most I've played with the toy in a while. He's fun. He's fun to play with.
It's an awesome figure. I really like it.
Comes with some accessories that you can attach somehow.
Yeah,
if you wrap around.
That's how all of these little lightning bolts have always been. It's kind of like figure it out if you want. I throw them in a bag in a bin, and I just think, I mean, you can stick them on wherever you want. Some people always post on forums like, where do you put them on? Where's the instrument? Like, they just go wherever you want. Like, you put them in a pose and make it, do whatever. It doesn't matter.
I think some people are trying to create like an idealized toy, and like without instructions, they're like, I don't know what to do with it. Play with it.
Yeah.
What did you used to do?
Oh, but then you have to take it out of the box.
You mean I have to use my imagination? Yeah,
they sound like Elijah Wood in Back to the Future 2. Oh, what, you have to use your hands? Oh, that's a baby's game. Come on, let's go. Yeah, that little kid's Elijah Wood. Go watch that movie again. That's funny.
I would gladly watch that again. So this is a McFarlane Toys store exclusive, and it's a good figure.
Yes. I recommend it if you want a Flash movie figure and you don't like the Justice League costume and you're looking for one from the new movie. Of the two that exist in the regular suit, I like this one better.
One knee is slightly looser than the other. That's it.
That's the only thing we can find to complain about this guy. That's pretty good, especially for some of the more recent McFarlane figures whose arms sometimes snap off and hit Toast in the face.
Link to that here.
I'm not bitter about that or anything.
No, never.
I bought 2 more.
Oh boy.
And I haven't opened them yet because I'm afraid now that I had the one that didn't have a problem and made it have a problem no one else had. And now I'm going to have the 2 other ones that have the problems everyone had. One of them, the arm's just going to break. And the other one, his bicep thing's going to break. Or his face is going to be printed wrong. I'm going to open them both and his eyes are going to be like this. And he's going to be like, hey, you guys. Batman love Baby Ruth.
But of the 3, you can piecemeal something together.
I hope. That's a good point. I guess I should be able to take the best pieces and hopefully do something. Oh, God. The figure I was looking forward to the most in like the 3 years I've been collecting these dumb toys, and it breaks in my hand. At least it was on camera. On that note. Thanks for joining us for this figure today. Let us know after tomorrow what you think of that movie, or after today, because obviously this will be up after the movie comes out. We'll probably have a review here, I imagine, at some point soon. I'll probably try to see that one. Maybe? We'll see if I've decided I'll go to theaters again. Probably not, but who knows? It'll be in streaming in like 3 weeks anyways, right?
If it
follows the Shazam plan, it'll be on streaming like next week, probably. Sorry, Shazam.
Well, that movie was fine.
You should probably just blame Dwayne Johnson for derailing that whole.
That movie was fine. It was better than
Who
Steel.
would have thought Marvel would have shot their success in the foot, and The Rock was who ultimately killed the DC universe? Like, the freaking Rock of all people.
It was on its last legs before he got there.
I don't know. That was disappointing. Disappointing. I'll always be a fan of Henry Cavill Superman and that whole storyline. And it's just sad that unless someone sells the rights to the Snyderverse to Snyder for Netflix, which it sounds like ain't happening anytime soon at all, ever in this universe. Oh well. At least we'll get to watch his version of Star Wars soon, I guess.
Oh,
Yeah. Was that
What?
called? Like, yeah, he's doing some movie for Netflix called like Moonbase or something like that. I don't know. It's basically supposed to be like the Zack Snyder verse Star Wars, like his new sci-fi franchise universe. So he'll have the Army of the Dead, and then Snyder Wars.
okay.
I am Dan.
I'm toast.
Thanks for watching. We'll see.
His best movie is Sucker Punch.
We're probably gonna get so many bad comments just for that comment alone.
Sucker Punch is great.
Everyone hates that movie so
I
much.
don't care. It's awesome.
It is an awesome movie, but everyone
Soundtrack is killer.
everyone hates it.
I don't care.
and
They're
I don't
wrong.
know why.
They're wrong.
But everyone hates The Watchmen too, and I don't know why either.
It's kind of boring.